Welcome, welcome. We're live. We're early. We're here. So I better turn on my Zoom. There we are. And, yeah. Okay. Okay. And we're going to be live. Yes, let's get out there. Let's get visible. This is the Let's Get Visible show with Jane-Gardner every Thursday at 8 a.m. And you're welcome to be here. And we will have an audience at some point. But for now, we're starting our show. And I'll go over what we've done so far and where you can find the recordings later. But for now, let's get started. So let's get out there and let's go see how to get visible. So we are talking about getting visible, and it's all important on the internet. And who am I? I'm Jane-Gardner. I work with my husband in a structural engineering firm in Western Canada. I'm an artist. I have dogs and cats, and we love to travel. And I have lots of websites you can check out. Some of them are still around, some of them aren't. But that's for another story. Because right now I have 4 TV channels on Roku and Fire TV. You can check those out at the Business of Home-Based Business, Home-Biz Startup TV, Business Success TV, and Finding Your Purpose TV. But we're going to talk about today getting visible for you. So we've already done a few series of shows on the storytelling theme and how you should tell a story when you're doing your business, because everybody loves stories. And last week we talked about mindset. Today we're going to talk about your website. And then after that we're going to talk about using your voice to be visible, whether it's interviews, YouTube, podcasting, or books, as well as then face, using it on video shows, social media and speaking, and text, whether it's book publishing medium or other ways to get visible with text. As well, we're going to talk about in-person, Zooms, meetups, summits, events, and networking. Most important to expand your reach. We will interview successful entrepreneurs. We will do demonstrations of different tools, techniques, and trainings on being visible. As well, we will be inviting others to come on and be our guest. So why should you be visible? Well, stop hiding behind your slides, even though I am at the moment. And you need to be the face of your business. You need to show your face. You need to show your personality. You need to show up on a regular basis. And you need to share your knowledge. As well, you need to share your value, so people will come back to see you again and again to see your training. So we asked ourselves the first couple of shows, why aren't you going on camera on a regular basis? Do you only go on camera when selling? Are you afraid of being on camera? Are you afraid you aren't an expert, etc., etc.? So we've been talking about that because mindset is everything. And if you don't have the mindset to realize that you need to be on camera, then you have to think about changing your mindset. And we looked into mindfulness and how you can use that in order to get on camera if that's what's stopping you. But we're going to talk today about a website that can make you visible, obviously. And it can be the hub of your business. It can be your universe. I have what I call my universe of Jane-Gardner, which is my website, jane-gardner.com. And I've got to set up my links to go to all my other websites that I use so that you know what kind of things I do. And so a strong online presence is crucial, of course, in today's digital age. So we have to think about how more consumers are turning to the internet to really research and purchase products and services. Having a website is essential for businesses to remain competitive. It allows you also to showcase your brand, your products and services to a global audience 24/7. This visibility enables you to market to new customers and expand your business beyond your reach. Creating a professional-looking, user-friendly website is within the reach of most small business owners. And we will probably get some samples next week, but for now, you may be interested in building the site with a web builder platform or outsourcing the product to a website developer. No matter which path you choose, you'll need to understand and think through the website building process in order to get the website you want. You may have constraints based on cost or time, but when you have the essentials mapped out, you'll find a solution to fit your needs. So we are going to look at some of the key elements to set up and goals that you need to think about when setting up a website. So first of all, if you might have to define who will use your site, who will come to your site, how can you help them, and how you will stand out in a crowded market. So these are some of the things you have to think about, and we'll be talking about those today. And we want to create a plan for content, ensuring a user-friendly experience that increases engagement and sales. So you want to decide on the most efficient approach and timeline for building a high-quality site that stays within your budget. So choose powerful marketing techniques to launch your site, boost visibility, and attract traffic. And why do you think that website is necessary? Well, for visibility, it is the first place, the only place usually that people will see who you are, unless you're always on social media, and sometimes of course they don't see you much when you're on social media. So we're going to look at some of the goals for your online platform and why you really need your own website. For example, a small startup business could get away with just a sales page, but having a Facebook page or Instagram account doesn't replace a website when you're in serious business. So professional looking websites are now totally within your reach of small business owners. They can be very reasonably priced, but you need to first figure out the pros and cons, what you can do with websites. You need to consider some of the pros and cons. So some of the pros are that websites are cost effective. They're also your hub or home on the web, so you're visible and you get a solid online presence. You can also control your brand on the website because you own it. You also can own your own audience because you own the website. And of course you can reach a larger audience because it's on there 24/7, and of course they can come to your website at any time. And of course you can update and change as needed. So that always allows you to evolve and change your online presence. So what are some of the cons for a website? Building and maintaining it can be costly. If you hire a professional developer, that's not really necessary, but creating and updating a website requires a significant time commitment. And websites, of course, can experience technical issues, such as downtime, slow loading, and broken links that lead to poor user experience. And it can be challenging to stand out from the competition and attract visitors to your site among all the other websites. So, despite these drawbacks, a website is probably the most valuable asset of your business. There are many reasons for wanting a website. For example, you can develop an established presence online to make it easy for people to find information about you and your business. You can boost your brand credibility and demonstrate your professionalism and trustworthiness. You can promote your products and services to your target audience. And of course, you can generate revenue by selling your products and services to customers worldwide, and build relationships with your leads and customers, providing helpful information and engaging with them directly on your website through live messaging and chat bots. So it comes down to it's essential to have a website. And if you don't have a website, that's probably one of the reasons you're not visible online. So before going into detail, decide what your primary reason is for having a website. So it could have been one of those reasons above, but it may be something else, but you should have one overarching purpose in mind. Be clear on that before you go further by drilling down on your specific goals. So while your essential goal is an excellent reason to have a website, the purpose won't drive your visitors to anything specific. That's why you need to turn the purpose into a concrete goal. Your goal is what you want your visitors to do when they visit your site. For example, make a purchase, sign up for a lead mag, or contact you for further information. You might have several goals for your website because not every web visitor will be at the same stage of their purchasing journey. For example, if you are a bookkeeper whose website aims to attract business from your local community, but you know that some people will visit your site because they're curious, while others want to see your service and book a call, and some might be ready to hire and some may not. So your goals could be to showcase your different bookkeeping services and have people sign up for a free consultation, etc. So you have to decide on what the goals are. So you don't want to pick too many goals, of course, or you won't be able to achieve any of them efficiently. If you have more than one, stick to one or two or three maximum. What are the critical goals? Your goals should be clear, specific, and measurable so you can track your program. For example, instead of saying I want to increase website traffic, a more specific goal would be you want to increase website traffic by 50% over the next 6 months. And then you ask yourself the question, well, how am I going to do that? And so now you have a specific goal to strive for. And so here's some ideas on specific measurable goals for a new website. So if your purpose is to make sales, your goal should be to recruit 100 clients to the mastermind program within the first 6 months of the site launch. If your goal is to gain followers on social media, you should attract 500 followers per month on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter within the first 6 months. So that's a specific goal that you can see whether or not you achieve it or not. And you could also generate leads, have 100 people complete the online quiz every month and get them as subscribers. So you have to figure out your goal before you design your website. And your website's goals should align with your business objectives, for example, and help you achieve your desired outcomes. So we've established that every business needs to have its own home on the web, which includes a website and unique domain name. Now that you've identified the specific goals, you can decide what type of website will give you the desired outcome. Think about the type of site you want to have, and we've got a few of them here, and let's go and look at the pretty picture. So a blogging website where you provide regular content on a particular topic. You could have a mini site for a side project to generate extra revenue, like an affiliate or membership site. You could have a single function site where it's like for e-commerce site that sells a certain product. It operates as an online store. And if you're a retail business. Or you could have a multifunctional site, which info, shopping cart, resource center, etc. So remember that you will always need to figure out your goal, and you need to create your home on the web, and you need to have a goal for your site, your website, that is clear, specific, and measurable. So let's have a look at what your action steps should be to get more visibility. And so identify the overall purpose of your website. Write down your website goal, circle the most important one, and decide on the type of site that will best fit your business goals. So today we've talked about visibility, and we're going to go into it a bit deeper on visibility for your website, as well as visibility on your website, and of course how to attract people to your website to have the visibility that you want. And so we'll go over your website for a few times. And so if you want to see the next episode of Let's Get Visible show, it's regularly scheduled every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Eastern, because I value visibility, authenticity, and consistency. And you can get on the email notification list at http://jgtips.com/lets for tips, freebies, checklists, notifications, and offers to help you grow your business by becoming visible. As well, I have the Let's Go Live show, because I think that's the easiest way to become visible. And so I have a show on that and how to do it every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. And get on the notification list for that at https://jane-gardner.com/live for tips, freebies, checklists, notifications, and offers to help grow your business by going live. So that's basically it for today. I just wanted to start with the idea of your website being a place for you to go to and be seen and I'll have to figure out how to do my camera for Zoom, because it didn't want to get my XSplit. I think I haven't got that set up again. You know how it is. It's always imperfection is much better than perfection, and I wanted to get through today's concept quickly today so that we can delve deeper into it next time about websites. So I better go find a few examples of websites that I'm talking about and how they measure the visibility goal, as well as how they do visibility, and how successful they are at that. And of course, we can look at some of mine. So let's just get over to Let's Get Visible show, and I'll tell you what happened here. This is the letsgetvisibleshow.com, and I have on the front page a live frame which shows any show I'm broadcasting, but unfortunately that was for the show Let's Go Live, and it was live yesterday. So every time I have a show, I'm going to have to change my software in there so that you can see this show live. Or I get another page for that one. And anyway, it's all imperfection. So that's what we are, and that's what we're doing. And I started this back in June, so we'll be doing this for a year. And we'll be doing trainings on getting